Hey, Constantina Anastasia, Stacy for short, founder of Thoroughbred Life. Here to introduce you to inflate your confidence, deflate your body. So I'm supposed to be coming to you after getting my hair and makeup done. But instead, after doing my mascara, I stopped and was looking in the mirror and figured I would just take a risk and come out and film this bit with nothing on my skin. The reason why is I can go and get suited up and go over to that nice neutral couch setting and do a video for you where I am all covered up and putting on a show, and it's not going to get you better results to see me in a suit with makeup on versus seeing me with nothing on my skin. So I'm going to be 43 years old in January. I'm going to just show you a close-up. This is my skin with nothing, no products on it. Like I said, I just have eye makeup on. And I'm coming to you this way because if you're here to inflate your confidence and deflate your body, I want you to be able to see what de-inflamed skin looks like. Now, you might not be my age, you may be older, you may be younger, but at least you can gauge for yourself. If my skin looks like this at 43 years old and I've never had any sort of facial, surgical injections or anything other than topical creams and an anti-inflammatory program. So I can honestly say there isn't a cream or product that I can't live without. I've seen my skin operate at its best just by what goes into my body. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't great products out there. There are. And there are some things that I love that I would love to introduce you to down the road. But what makes my skin, my body, my muscles, my energy, my digestion all work so well is an anti-inflammatory process that I'm so excited to share with you. My background is in science and engineering. So I've spent over the last 2 decades deeply involved in very scientific processes. I've been certified in high levels of fitness, personal training, integrative health, nutrition, and wellness. So I'm pretty scrutinous about anything that I put onto my body or into my body. This program has taken over 2 decades to formulate and has 15 years of results in friends, family, clients. And the reason why I didn't come to you with it sooner is because I was always championing what we call my day job. And even though I saw all these tremendous results in my friends and family and my clients, I never championed this thing that I was helping them with because it wasn't the thing that I put the plaque up on the wall about. It was that thing that I knew how to do that got these great results for all these different people that I knew. Well, one day I was having a conversation with someone that I love, and I said, well, why would anybody want a program from me when I'm not a celebrity, I'm not a household name, I don't have a celebrity behind me? And they said, why would you need a celebrity when you have results? And something clicked. We not only have results, we have tremendous results. We have life-changing results of people who put this program into place and weeks later had their lives changed. Put this program into place and weeks later had their digestion feel completely offloaded and experience that lightness that your body gets when you actually properly digest things. Had their energy go through the roof. Had their skin improve to a glowing state. Energy to get through your workouts, energy to get through your day, energy to be there and that person that is everything to your family, your friends, your job. Understanding what it is that you're putting into your body and how it works is so powerful because then it's within your control to keep yourself in a constant state of de-inflammation. Having the knowledge to be able to go into the market and know how to purchase things and what to stay away from, even with these really luring messages on the products that often just confuse us. If you're anything like me, you've spent the last few years or decades frustrated and overwhelmed at all of the noise out there about nutrition and fitness and wellness. If you're anything like me, you have probably tried all of it, from the faddish diets to the nutrition programs to the exercise programs. Chances are it hasn't worked for you or anyone that you know. If you're here, chances are you are still looking to put these pieces together and actually get results. Well, I'm going to tell you two things. This program is a high, quick result oriented program, but this program requires you put the work in. So we've done the work for you to show you what the steps are that are going to get you the results. The only trade-off is you're going to have to put the work in. So I've never believed in gimmicks or get this result quick schemes, but I do believe in putting the work in and getting the results. And I do believe in putting more work in and getting better results faster. When you have the right science at your fingertips, that's exactly what you can get. So if you're somebody that likes shakes and pills and products that are going to be mailed to you and promise you a magic wand is going to be waved and change your life, this is not the product for you. And you probably should just save your time and click out here. But if you are someone who is willing to be your own ally, put the work in for yourself, and just wants the science put together for you, just wants the steps easily put together in a way where you can still eat the foods that you love, you can still do the things that you love, you can still go on vacation and eat out at dinner and be in situations where you're away from your normal kitchen and not fall off the wagon of this program. If you're someone who wants to have these extra tips and tools to be able to turn the results up for that special day or event. If you're somebody who wants the knowledge and will commit to themselves to get the results, then this might be the program for you. My turning point was about 7 years ago. I had 2 back-to-back surgeries. I would have expected during that time to have lost my motivation, to be in a poor mindset, to not have a great attitude, to have gained a tremendous amount of weight, and to not really feel great about myself and not be achieving very much. During a time where I, by default, lost my job, lost my income, was losing my health insurance, couldn't move from the waist down, and was in a wheelchair for 5 months and learning how to walk for another 6. A sense of humor and a great family goes a very long way, and a little science helps too. So thankfully, several years before those surgeries, I had already put this system into place and was using it in my life every day. In fact, many of my friends, family, and clients were also using it in their life every day and continuing to build on tremendous positive results. And so what happens when you're already in that state of de-inflammation and life hits you with a traumatic event, or your schedule goes crazy, or you just have more demanded out of you from your family, your friends, your job, your children, your commitments, then you're not starting from scratch because your body already has those wheels moving. So that trauma, that taxing, that more intense, difficult time actually hits you in a different way. And you're able to deal with it and absorb it in a different way because your body is not inflamed. So in my case, what wound up happening was, instead of me gaining weight and becoming super unproductive and in a poor state of mind and all of these other negative things that could have happened, I wound up losing weight, building more lean body muscle in my upper body that I could move and exercise, and starting a business from the wheelchair that 2 years later went on to land a $2.5 million contract. Now, those aren't the most amazing things that have happened in my life, but I'm choosing that example because so often people will say, things are just too much right now. Things are too tough right now. I'm gonna wait to do that thing that's good for me until things kind of slow down a little bit. Or I just went through this really traumatic event. I can't bring on anything new right now. I'm just gonna wait until things kind of slow down and then I'll look at doing that thing that's good for me. Or my family really needs a lot right now, or my job is really demanding right now, or I'm just gonna wait to do that thing that I know that's good for me because I just don't have the time to dedicate to myself. Well, when we are in situations in life that demand more of us, we are taxed at a greater level, which means we need to expend more energy to deal with and handle these situations and be there for all these things that we've committed to. Well, when our tank is empty, how do we do that? How do we do that for everything else we've committed to if we're unwilling to do something for ourselves to help us fill our tank so that we can be there for all these things we've committed to? When life brings us taxing situations, it takes more from us and it has to come from somewhere. So from experience, I'm sharing my feeling, my advice is the worst situations in life, that's the time to give yourself a reward, to give yourself a gift that will benefit you. Why? Because you need to give more to everything that is taxing you, and it has to come from somewhere. So that's the time to reward yourself. That's the time to strengthen your system. That's the time to make sure your body is not inflamed so that you can go out there and give your energy to all these things that you've committed to. Much nonetheless, yourself. If you want to feel lighter, if you want to improve your digestion, if you want your skin to glow from the inside out, if you want to understand the foods that you're eating, how you're eating them, and how the process that you are using to eat them will drastically change your digestion and how light you feel and how bioavailable the nutrients are in your body. Maybe you have some of these pieces put together. Maybe you have a great exercise regimen. Maybe you have a great grasp on nutrition. Maybe you have a really strong positive mindset. That's excellent, because each of these areas are going to help you work this process better for yourself and get better results. But if you don't have a handle on any of those things, that's okay. This process is going to put you in a fast track if you do have some of those things, or it's going to be a great entry point for you if you don't have those things and you finally want to give yourself something to start feeling better. De-inflaming your body is not just about your skin and your stomach and your muscles, it's about your mindset, and it's about all of the things that you've been opting out of because either you didn't have the energy for them or you didn't feel like you were presenting like yourself, and so you just pulled yourself out of that thing. Whether it's that social event or that dinner that you've been pushing off, or that thing that you wanted to be a part of that you initially chose, but you keep taking yourself out of because you just don't feel like you. Well, de-inflaming your body helps you start tackling all of those things because you start to feel good again. You start to make good decisions and you start to reclaim the things that you wanted in your life that are good for you. And you start to recognize the things that aren't. No is sometimes the best answer that you can give. The thing that you didn't do is sometimes the best thing that you did say no to. So, improving your judgment is a part of the process of de-inflaming your body. All of these things follow along the lines when you start to feel better. So, if you're ready to be your own ally and put the work in for yourself, if you're ready to take some simple steps that do not require too much change, are already thought out for you, allow you to do the things that you love and you already have incorporated into your life, just in a different system. If you want to have a choice to have a fast track or an entry point and get quick, significant results that you are only going to be motivated to build more and more on top of, then this might be the program for you. So we have calls for 2 days. During that time, you can go ahead and secure your spot in a call with us. Once you have a call secured, you do have a preference to join the course. The call does not require you to join the course. It's an opportunity for us to be able to assess, are you going to commit to yourself the way we're going to commit to you? You're investing in us and we're investing in you. And so if it's the right time and if you are the right candidate for this program, then we're gonna both know that on the call and we'll be able to move forward together. If it's not the right time, that's okay. Thoroughbred Life does put out other rounds of courses that may be the right fit for you at another time. The biggest question you have to ask yourself is, do you feel inflamed? Do you feel like any of these things that I've been talking about over the last 15 minutes? And do you want to do something about it now, rather than let it get worse? This hour is going to pass. Do you want to feel better or worse at the end of it, knowing you're taking steps forward for you? So there is a one-on-one component to this course, which means we're going to be getting to know you and what brought you here so that we can get you off on your thoroughbred bolt, so that we can get you started with the tools that you need to get the most out of your results. Like I said, this is a high result, quick result course, but the results that you get in 2 weeks, they are just gonna get blown away by what happens in week 4 and week 6. And then your friends and your family are gonna start saying, what did you do? How did you do that? Trust me, it's going to start happening on a daily basis. And then they're gonna start asking you to write down for them all these different steps of what you're doing. But week 2 and week 4 and week 6 are just going to keep driving your energy levels, your mental clarity, as your body feels better and better. You're going to be able to get up from your meals and feel lighter and actually get those nutrients out of the food that you're eating. And if this is a mindset that aligns with you and you want to take that next step, that first step for yourself, then we're so looking forward to helping you get some incredible results.